Hello, my name is Elsie Atack. I am 12 years old, I'm currently in year 7, and today I will be talking about rising sea levels. As most of you know, the Earth is warming at an alarming rate. The Earth's average surface temperature has risen 1.2 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century, with most of that warming happening since the 1970s, especially in the last decade. I know 1.2 is not a very high number, but it's still having a big effect on our planet. From 2015 to 2024, every year was ranked among the top 10 hottest years on record, with 2024 officially becoming the hottest year ever, passing 2023. One of the things this is affecting is sea levels. Sea levels have risen 25 centimeters since the 1880s and are now rising at twice the rate they were in the 20th century, threatening coastlines and island nations. And in 2024 alone, there were over 50 climate-related disasters that caused $1 billion or more in damage. This is because floods, heat waves, wildfires, and hurricanes are stronger and more frequent than ever before. Some of the main causes of rising sea levels are melting glaciers and ice sheets and warming oceans because warm water expands. In Antarctica and Greenland, trillions of tons of ice have melted in just the past few decades. Imagine this. You wake up one morning only to find that your backyard is flooded with seawater. It's leaking into your house, and waves are crashing against the walls. Your drinking water tastes salty, crops won't grow, and schools and roads are flooded. The sea is rising so fast that entire villages are flooding, even when it's not raining. Salt water is destroying farmland, and families are being forced to move. And kids, just like us, are having to leave their homes forever. This sounds like something that might happen in the future, but it's happening right now as we speak in a small island nation in the South Pacific Ocean called Tuvalu. Peoples whose families have lived there for generations are being forced to move. These people are called climate refugees, but not everyone is staying silent. A man named Simon Cove, who was the foreign minister of Tuvalu, made headlines around the world when he gave a speech standing knee-deep in seawater in a full suit to show what climate change was doing to his country. He said, "We are sinking, but so are you, no matter if you live in a small island or a big city." He is fighting to get world leaders to take real action, because Tuvalu may be small, but their message is loud. If the water can take our home, it can take yours too. When I heard about Simon Cove's speech, it made me realize that climate change is not something to worry about in the future. It's happening right now and affects real people. I have seen the effects of climate change with my own eyes in the highest mountain in Europe in the French Alps. When I was 6 years old in 2019, the summer before COVID hit, I visited a glacier cave at Mer de Glace, or Sea of Ice. A glacier is a huge, slow-moving river of ice that forms when snow piles up over many years, gets pressed down by more snow on top, and eventually turns into solid ice. It was both beautiful and educational. We took a train up, and then we walked down a path showing where the ice had melted to each decade. This showed that the ice had been melting for a long time, but had sped up in more recent years. Last summer, in 2024, just 5 years later, we went back and it was shocking. The path I had walked down at 6 years old was gone. You now had to take a cable car instead, as the path was too dangerous to walk down because of the melting ice. When my grandmother and grandfather visited just 50 years earlier, the train they took them straight to the glacier. But both times I went, we had to walk downstairs. The ice cave itself is very different. As you walk inside, there is a top to stop you getting wet, and it drips inside too. This might not seem like it affects sea levels, but it does. When the water melts, it goes into a river, which flows down to Lake Geneva, a lake so big it crosses 2 countries. Once it's there, it will eventually make its way down into the ocean. Seeing the glacier disappear before my eyes made me realize if we don't act now, we could lose even more of the beauty and life we love about Earth. But that's just one glacier. Drop by drop, day by day, glaciers are melting all over the world. And it doesn't just affect far-off islands. No one is safe from rising sea levels, but we do have time. We do have time to make changes in our lives. Reduce carbon emissions, protect our planet, and speak up. People like Simon Cove are already fighting. And kids, just like us, all over the globe are fighting for our future. Because if we all do something small, together it can be something big. You don't have to be a politician to help save our planet. It's as simple as walking to a friend's house instead of driving, using less plastic, or speaking out like I am today. So next time someone says, it's just 1.2 degrees, or it's just a little bit of plastic, tell them about Tuvalu and the glacier. And remember this, we only have one Earth, one planet that we need to protect. One united Earth that we need to protect before it's too late. Thank you.